Hello everyone, this is class 6 video of maths of chapter number 12, that is proportion. So as I have already told you beta that ratio and proportion are both the interlinked terms. So let's start with our topic and you will get that how they are interlinked. In general, in simple words, if I tell you that what is proportion, then proportion is nothing, proportion is equality. Equality means equal. But equality of what? Equality of ratios. Equality of ratios means this thing shows that when we say that two ratios are in proportion, when they are equal, when two ratios are equal, then we will say that both are in proportion. For example, let's take two ratios. First one is 8/12. And second ratio is 18/27. Solve it. 2 4s are 8, 2 6s are 12, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. It becomes 2/3. And now solve this. 9 2s are 18, 9 3s are 27. It becomes 2/3. Here you can see that both the ratios are same. 2/3 is equals to 2/3. Means 8/12 is equals to 18/27. So from these ratios we can say that both the ratios, you can write it like this now. 18/12 is equals to 8/12 is equals to 18/27. So here we can say that both the ratios are in proportion. We can say both are in proportion. And here one thing more beta, in journal, if I write it in journal, you will see in next classes you will take the journal expression for that. Consider that first term is A, B, and second ratio is C ratio D. If both are in proportion beta, then how we will write? What about the sign of proportion? What will be the sign? As in case of ratio we take only one column like this, and in case of proportion we take two columns. If both are in proportion we will write it like this: A ratio B proportion to C ratio D. Here one most important thing I am going to tell you. This thing will help you that how to solve the sums, right beta? So here before that I will tell you the first is called, A is called first term, B is called second term, so C is third term and D is fourth term. You have to keep these things in mind because in questions they will ask you that find the second term, find the third term. So you must be aware that which is second, which is third, right? So here one important thing which will help in to solve the sums, that is first and fourth sum. Sorry, first term and fourth term, that is A, D. First and fourth. When we multiply both the terms is called, these are the extreme terms. When we multiply them we will call it product of, because it's a product, right beta, is called product of extremes. Product of extremes. And the middle two terms, these are called means. So when we will multiply both the terms, B multiply C will called as product of means. First and fourth term when we multiply are called product of extremes. Middle two terms when we multiply the terms will called product of means. In other way I can also tell you that how we do that, by we take the first and fourth and then second and third, as it is beta, it is in ratio like this and in proportion C ratio D. Ratio can be written as this now. Proportion I have already told you that it's a equality, C over D. Here we do the cross multiplication actually to solve them. Cross multiplication is nothing, just put the cross sign between them and the arrow which is going toward the other side, multiply the terms. A is going to arrow is going toward D now, then multiply both these terms. A into D is equal to, multiply these two terms, B into C. From here you can see that A and D are the first and fourth term, B and C are the middle terms. So these are called product of extremes, and these two are called product of means. How to solve the sum? Now let's take an example, beta. If I take 5:10 and second one is 20:40, we have to check that whether the ratios are in proportion or not. Means we have to check whether the ratios are equal or not, right? Write it into the rather than this, you can write it into the, put the proportion sign, 20:40. Here beta, find the product of means, product of extremes. How to find? Multiply first and fourth term. 5 into 40, it becomes 200, right? And then product of means, multiply middle two terms, 10 into 20, what it becomes? It becomes 200. From here you can see that product of extremes is equals to product of means. If the product of extremes is equals to product of means, then we will say that both are in proportion. So we can say that these are in proportions. So in this way beta, we can solve the sums of proportion. This was the introductory video, and we will start the exercise in next video beta. Thank you.